Okay, I want to welcome everybody to the 2024 Memorial Day service here at Veterans Park. At this time, I'm going to turn the mic over to Post Commander Ron Vlicki. Ron?
Thank you, Mayor. Usually I have a prepared speech, but today I'm just going to read out of our manual, the way the founding members of the American Legion over 100 years ago wrote it down, and that's what I'm going to read from. Comrades, this day is sacred with the most visible presence of those who have gone before us. We honor the memory of those who gave their lives in service of our country, and of those others who have dropped their burdens by the wayside of life. We are gone and are gone to their eternal rest. May the ceremonies of today deepen your reverence for our departed friends and comrades. Let us renew our pledge of loyalty to our country and its flag. Let us resolve by words of deed to emphasize the privilege and duty of patriotism. Thank you.
Thank you, Commander Vlicki. And Dorothy, you're going to come up and say a few words? Come on.
Ready? Yep. Good morning. I'm Dorothy Twist. I'm the president of the Auxiliary at Post 261, and I want to thank everybody for attending today's service. Every Memorial Day, Americans across the country honor the contributions of the war dead, and as tradition, have decorated the graves of these brave men and women who made the ultimate sacrifice. The origins of the holiday go back some 150 years and began as Decoration Day after the Civil War. In 1967, by an act of Congress, it officially changed the name to Memorial Day. And a few years later, in 1971, Congress declared it a national holiday and moved the day to the last Monday in May. Today, our responsibility lies in keeping these traditions alive. Continue to give gratitude for the sacrifices of our fallen Americans and share our undying memories of their deeds. Teach our future generations the importance of this day. We should all take a moment to honor those who have made the ultimate sacrifice. Visit a gravesite, share a story of a loved one lost, place flags, wreaths, or other mementos at memorials in our own community. And as General George S. Patton once said, quote, "It is foolish and wrong to mourn the men who died. Rather, we should thank God that such men lived," unquote. Let us be grateful for the brave men and women who gave their lives for our country, and let us strive to live up to their example of service and sacrifice. God bless America.
Thank you, Dorothy. Before I say a few words, I'd like to acknowledge some of the officials that are here. We have our County Commissioner, Chanel McCollum, At-Large Councilman Linwood Rouse, 3rd Ward Councilwoman Sharon Carmichael, Council Vice President Dennis Espinoza from the 2nd Ward, Councilwoman from the 4th Ward, Michelle Lombardi, from the 1st Ward, Councilman Frank Earn, and then Council President Gabrielle Cahill. And I do know we have a couple former officials out here, our former County Commissioner / Councilwoman Camille Fernicola, and then also former 3rd Ward Councilman Steve Kahn. I'm going to get into the speech. To all, thank you for joining us here today. To the American Legion Post 261, thank you for all the hard work that you've done in preparing this year's parade and festivities. We gather here in great respect and great sadness. Memorial Day stirs a profound sense of gratitude for those who died in war. Their lives ended in battle far away, but their sacrifice began with the last look at their home. For those who died overseas, it was also the last look at America. For those who fought overseas, their last look at America was actually New Jersey. In World War I, the largest staging area for the Army was right here in our state. For just over a year, more than 570,000 American soldiers embarked to Europe from what was called Camp Merritt. For those who did not return from Europe, their last nights in America were in Bergen County and towns of Dumont and Cresskill. For World War II, we know that right here in Piscataway was Camp Kilmer. Over 20 divisions went to Europe through this army base. When you add in the troops going to training elsewhere, more than 1.3 million service members came through our community on their way overseas. Camp Merritt and Camp Kilmer no longer exist on the map, but they endure in our memory and in our hearts. Wherever the footprints of an American in uniform are placed, they leave a lasting mark on our landscape. To those who never set foot back on American soil, our words of gratitude will never match their sacrifice. Yet, let us honor them by forging ahead on the paths that they set for us. And I want to once again thank Post Commander Ron Valicki and Colleen from the support staff of all the hard work you do, not just for the parade and the celebration of Memorial Day, but throughout all the 365 days a year. Thank you very much, Colin. And so with that, I think, Commander, we're going to have taps, I believe?
Yes.
Okay, you're going to...
Uncovered. Covered. Retire the flags.
Could you just announce next for me, please?
Also, the Grand Marshal is Nick Saratino. And I'd like to give him a big applause. Yeah. You want to say something, Nick? Come on, Nick.
Good morning, everyone.
I cannot fathom what a Gold Star family goes through. The sorrow, the loss, not watching that young man or young woman grow up and reach their full capabilities. But I do tell you this, in my heart, I look here, and we're all remembering them. We remember them forever in our hearts and in our minds. And I tell you this, it gives solace to those families. So thank you all for being here.
Thank you, Nick.
And at this point, I want to thank everybody for coming out this morning. We look forward to seeing you at 10 a.m. out in front of the American Legion, Post 261. And then obviously the kickoff of the parade starts at 11. And I was told that Colleen, you're cooking every hot dog there? Yeah, and specials. So with that, thank you everybody for coming out.
Thank you, man.